Hello everyone, this is Geauxgreddy. Welcome to the channel. Tonight we are going to race the 2019 Manufacturers Cup Series 2, Race 8. I believe this is the last race. Well, it is the last race. I was mistaken. I thought it was going to be last Wednesday. I thought I was going to miss it. I was very bummed out about it because I do like Mount Panorama, Bathurst. The track makes me nervous as heck, but I'm fairly competent at the track, so I kind of like to run the track. So, and my car is kind of made for it. The Lexus is good on Bathurst. I was upset that I was going to miss it on Wednesday, but don't need to be upset. It ended up, they skipped Wednesday. Race was on Saturday, so I get to make the race. Pumped, excited. So here we go. Here we are on my qualification lap. This is my banker lap. So this is the lap where I want to have, like a top 10 type qualification, but not necessarily a pole position type run. So I'm trying to play a little safe through here, just braking on time, trying to get on gas on time, thinking more in terms of line and gas pedal and brake, and not just raw speed, push the limits of the track, that kind of thing. So come through here, feeling pretty good here, get on the gas a little early, and the back end swings out. I drift that corner, probably lose 3/10 right there. And I'm like, that's all right, don't let it bother, it's just 3/10, right? I'll make it up right here. So come through here, get on the gas a little early here, and find the wall. So that's like a whole second. So that 203 something odd number I got in practice is not going to show up right here. So here we head up through the Frog Hollow towards Solomon Park and on towards, I think it's like Philhaney Park or something like that. I'm not really sure. And through the skyline. So there's the beautiful skyline of Bathurst as we go into the S's. And as we come down through the S's, we will hit the Dipper, which is not a surprise, is a dip. So now we're heading down the hill here towards Forest Elbow, which is right here. Try to squeeze through there about, mid 60s or so. Not too bad through there. Still didn't feel too hot about my lap. A couple big mistakes at the beginning. I'm thinking, usually, like I said, I like to be a top 10 of my banker's lap. I'm thinking this is not that quality of a lap. I'll be lucky, maybe 13, 14, 15. That's what I was thinking. But, I still had another lap to do, so not too worried. Carried too much speed into that corner, really kind of compromised my exit speed there. Came out below 70s. I like to be between 70 and 75 coming out of that corner there. Dropped the anchor there, just past the 100 marker, get down to second, trying to get on the gas early, little slow through the corner, but it's the banker lap. And I run a 2:07.113, which puts me temporarily in first place. And I will save you the suspense, and it drops all the way down to 11 before all is said and done. So let's skip on forward to the final qualifying lap that I had in the race. So here we are on my qualification lap. So I've pitted, I've burned fuel, I've got my banker lap put in, and I am heading in to put in. This is where I want to set that pole position type lap. So question is, can I? I don't know. We shall find out. Drop the anchor, come through here. Very, very slow through there. I want to be about 68, like I said. I really didn't press the limits very hard there, but that's okay. It's not a terrible exit out of the corner. I've got someone in front of me. I might be able to catch a little draft from them, so I'm hoping maybe I can pick up their draft. But mostly I'm just concentrating on my break points. So go down to third here, try and get on the gas and slowly squeeze it in as I come through the corner. And I get loose again through there. I don't know. Usually I take that corner pretty well. I'm pretty patient on it, but I just didn't do too hot right there. So get down to second. Not terrible. I still like to be above 60 coming through here, but maybe the nerves getting a little bit of me. I wanted to do well. I really like this track in a longer format like this with 9 laps or so. In like a 4-lap format, it's just, I don't know, it's just too hectic. But in these longer lap formats, I really enjoy it. So I was a little nervous about how I was going to do. So here we head into the S's again, back towards the Dipper. And I am making up a little bit of time on the guy in front of me. That's NHM Rock, I believe it is. And he's in the Ford GT. And as I head down towards Forest Elbow, I want to get a really good exit out of this corner so I can catch a slipstream, because I know that GT is fast. And if I can get a little bit of suck along the old Conrad straight, that would make me extremely happy. So heading towards the chase, and looks like he's just kind of slowly pulling away from me. And, you know, he probably is. The Ford GT is a little quicker than the old Lexus on a straight line there, but that's okay. So get through the chase here, heading towards Murray's Corner, be our next left-hander up here. Time's not looking terrible. It's not looking great either. I was really hoping to be in the 204s on my qualification, since I could consistently run a 204. A low 205 I'd be happy with, but let's see what I put in here. A 206.4, which I feel is terrible, but I mean, it turned out okay. I'm in third going into the race, so STR Sosa dropped to 204 160. That's kind of around where I was hoping to be. Maybe a 204.5 would have been more appropriate for, you know, my pace, but nonetheless capable of 204 161. OR clear space, he'll come in front of me. I think he was like 4, 5, 6 tenths in front of me or so. So he had a good lap. But anyway, I maintained P3 to start the race. So let's move on to the race. Thank you, Opera Lady. Again, signifying the start of the race. Blood is flowing. I was going to sing with her for y'all this time, but decided to spare you the pain. So here we are in first, STR Sosa, 12th in the lobby with a 204. OR clear space in second, ranked 6th in the lobby with a 206.2. Geauxgreddy, myself, in third, 16th ranked in the lobby with a 206.4. Lewis Phil Slugger in fourth, 17th ranked driver, the 206.5. Cobra 0699, fifth in the Ford GT with the 206.598. Gumbro in sixth in the Porsche, fourth ranked in the lobby with the 206.739. In seventh, JC Hater. In eighth, King Blackstar, the 206.866. In ninth, another Lexus, El Guapo Pescado with a 206.894. In 10th, we have Z Yes No in the STI. In 11th, Wabo W61 and 14th ranked in the lobby. 12th, we got Demonic Child Inc. Scary. 13th, by him, we got Fuzzy at Her Bunny behind the Demonic Child Inc. That's hilarious. 14, NHM Rock. In 15th, Zero Cool Dave, but he's a cool guy in the WRX. I know it. 207.89. In 16th, we've got Clicker Snapper 01, 8th ranked in the lobby. In 17th, Alex 3909 in the M3 GT. In 18th, we got Zombie Speed 82 in the Corvette. Pretty good car on the track. In 19th, GT Honda Proud, also 19th ranked in the lobby. And in 20th, we have XL Alexander XL. That's your top 20. So, again, as usual, we always just want to have a clean start to the race. So, I got my radar on. I'm ready to go through turn one. I've done a couple practice starts on the turn one, so I know about how fast to go when I got going. And I figure I need to break about the 60 board. So I'm hoping OR clear space and STR do the same. We will find out. So, jets fly over us as we head down, and I brake, but it's still too late. So I'm feeling pretty awful here, and I move over out of the way to let OR clear space back through. I just wrecked him, and then something weird happened there. Then Gumbro comes through, so I have caused complete mayhem in corner one. So I apologize to everyone in this race. I didn't quite expect OR clear space to break that early. Apologies. Don't like hitting people from behind, especially on corner one, but I did do it, so it's my fault. So with that said, we are in fourth behind Gubbro, coming through the cutting, heading up towards, what is this, Reed Park, I believe it is, on the right here, through here, and on towards Frog Hollow again. So about half a second here behind Gumbro. He's in the Porsche. I know I've got more top end than the Porsche does, so I'm hoping that I can catch him on Conrad Straight and make a pass there. So I just want to stay in touch here within the slipstream. I don't want him to get more than 8/10 out in front of me, but of course it's so hard to stay tight on people through here because you lose the downforce in the dirty air. So doing a pretty good job. Here I am within 6/10 or so. You know, heading down here past the S's and the Dipper towards Forest Elbow, and I'm in where I need to be as we head down Conrad Straight. So within 0.47 seconds of his rear end, so I'm gonna press it. Gonna make a run at Gumbro here. Pull in on him, hop out to the right hand side, and I think better of it. So I'm just gonna go through this corner behind him. He just like stands on the brakes. I don't know why. I think he may have missed. I just forgot that the 200 board is. I mean, the 150 board is the braking board, and he broke with the 200 board. Not really sure. I was going to give him the. Corner, but I will gladly take it. So, put my head down and aim at number 2, OR Clearspace, who I murdered in corner 1. RIP all those others that were involved. And he is about 3.3 seconds in front of me, and he is in a Mustang, if I remember correctly, which also has very good straight end speed and has about the same tire wear, at least to me has the same tire wear as the Lexus. 2 seasons ago I was in the Mustang and I did not enjoy the tire wear, so I switched to the Lexus, and tire wear is really not that much better for me. So hoping, and I'm thinking right here that maybe his tires will fall off a little earlier than mine. I'll be able to make some time on him, assuming we have about the same pace, which we're relatively close, but not really making up any time in any particular corner or section of the track on him. So we're pretty equal throughout the various parts of the track. You can see him just ahead up there, just maintaining that 3.1 to 3.3 second lead. You know, it may differentiate a little bit here and there, and I get a little drifty through there, really pull some time off. You know, adds on to my lap time. So again, always the exit through the Forest Elbow is so important because that Conrad Straight is so long heading towards the chase. Got to get a good run through there. Got to. So we got STR Sosa pretty far out in the lead, 8 seconds out in front. He really got a good jump on us with the incident that happened on corner 1 there. And then behind me, I've got Gumbro, who's now fallen about 2.3 seconds back behind me. And then, you know, looking at the qualification laps of everyone behind us, it was super tight, 4th all the way through. I think it was like 10th or so. So behind Gumbro, you got JC Hater and C Yes No, all right there. And you can look on the map in the upper right hand corner, as you can see here on the map that's been nicely zoomed by my always on the spot technical staff. We've got a nice little train set up back behind me. Looks like going all the way back to 19th. Pretty tight racing going on behind me. Now my plan is to go 4 laps, kind of feel out how the tires are doing. I'm on the mediums, the racing mediums. I've got my brake balance set 3 to the rear right now. And I want to go 4 laps, evaluate the tires and what the people in front of me are doing. So if people in front of me don't pit, I'm going to stay out if my tires are in good enough condition. If they're not in good enough conditions, I'm just going to jump into the pit anyway and try and do a little better job on the next stint with a lighter car. If they're in good shape and the people stay out, I'm going to stay out with them because I don't want to try and get the undercut and then come out in, you know, mid-pack in traffic trying to battle your way through that with people with bad tires. It's an easy way to get punted off the track or get run wide or get a penalty or something like that, because penalties are massively devastating at Bathurst. You take them right before Conrad Straight, they're just decimating to your time. You can take it out. a 2:03, 2:04 lap time and easily turn it into a 2:07 by getting a penalty. So you do not want to do that. You do not want the penalty. So I've been penalty free for the first half of the race, and looking up ahead, I'm 5 seconds behind OR Clear Space, about 3 seconds ahead of Gumbro. So let's fast forward to lap 5. Obviously did not pit on lap 4. As you can see here, STR Sosa goes in the pit. He's on medium tires. Got 70% of his fuel left. Not that fuel matters in this race, but it's always good to remind yourself to look at that so you get used to it in a race that may matter. Taking it really easy into the pits, because it's so easy to mess that pit entry up. Even the best do it. If you watch the FIA, like top 16 races, where I think Lightning or someone like that really jacked up his pit entry one time. I don't know, it might have been him, it might have been someone, I can't remember who it was, but it was someone really good. So certainly I can do it. So I come in also on the medium tires. Look at my pit crew going at it there. Well-oiled machine. They have me out lickety-split fast. Stop duration of 4.171 seconds. That might be a record for the pit crew. I'm not sure. So coming back out on the track, what you will notice is STR Sosa is still up in first place. So it was a good pit stop for him. It was a good pit strategy for him. He came in one extra lap, or he went 5 full laps before he pitted. And then came in, pitted, came out in clear space, so he maintained his number 1 position. Then behind him, OR Clear Space, who was in front of me, also benefited from the later start. He comes out in front of, who you'll see there in third in the upper left-hand corner, JC Hader. So JC Hader is either on a really long stint with no stops or the actual no stopper, where he's going the distance. I did not remember, so when I saw his name in front of me, I was like, oh my goodness, I've got a no-stopper in front of me. I couldn't remember his starting position, but he was in 6th behind Gumbro before we pitted. So he's also in the Alpha. So pretty good car in the corners. I don't know how good Alpha is on tires. I have no clue. So I don't know. Maybe he's on mediums, maybe he's on hards. So I'm just... I'm trying to catch him here. I've got, 4 laps left. I'm 4 seconds back. I've got 4 seconds between me and Gumbro, and I'm 17 seconds behind leader. So there's no way I'm catching STR. It's just, he's just got the pace this race. So not going to catch him. So basically I'm putting my head down. I'm trying to catch that little red car up in front of me, who seems to be pretty close to OR Clear Space, which is not good for me, because that means he's able to utilize that Mustang slipstream. And so that Mustang is just sucking him down the track. He is just really just pulling him along. And I'm like, no, I'm the one that needs to be sucked down the track, not this guy. So that just makes it extra hard for me to catch him, because he's got the aid of the slipstream. So coming in to lap 7, coming down the mountain straight, I can see that I'm just slowly picking up on him. So maybe he's falling out of that slipstream now, and I'm able to pull on that Alpha. Coming through these corners, I'm kind of curious, am I picking up time through the corners on him or not? I've got fresh tires. I should, even if even if the Alpha is a little better in the corners than the Lexus. I should, with this fresh a tire difference, I should be able to pick up time on him, and I am. So just through that section. Before the cutting, I picked up about a half a second. So I'm feeling good that I'm going to be able to run him down, and steadily just putting a little time between me and Gumbro. So I'm feeling good about that, but I don't want to push too hard to catch JC Hader, because if I push too hard, I'm going to make a mistake. And like I said before, if you make a mistake on this track and you get a penalty, it's brutal. So you're walking that fine line of how hard do I want to push the limits, but I know I've got to catch him, and there's a specific spot on the track I would like to catch him. I would like to catch him here as I'm going into Conrad Straight. It's the longest straight. You got the right-hander up here before the at the chase, and if you're gonna pick somewhere to pass someone, this is the spot to do it. But knowing me and knowing my luck, I'm probably going to catch him in the mountain section, which is not where you want to pass anybody. because you're all over the place. You got changes in elevation, so your car is unsettled. It's hard to judge traction, what the traction is like on those different spots of the downhill section of the mountain are even crazy different. So, I guess you take the good with the bad. If you can catch the guy, you just catch him wherever you can catch him, I guess. So I was even maybe hoping I could get him here on the mountain straight. After Hell's Corner, maybe get a good, good exit and run him down, but that didn't happen. So I am slowly pulling on him. Now I'm within a second and a half. I was 4 seconds last lap, so I've caught up about 2.5 seconds, which also makes me calm down a little bit in terms of concern with overdriving the car, because I didn't really push the car super hard that last lap, and I was able to catch up to him. So feeling good. He gets a little loose there, coming through the cutting past Reed's Park, and as we head up through Frog Hollow, I'm realizing I'm gonna catch him right here. So I'm just easing back on the throttle. I just want to stay with him through here, and I don't want to get in the air that's so dirty that I'm gonna go off track or anything. So about half a second behind him. I'm in a slipstream, and I'm really concentrating on my corners here, not to overdrive through this section, because it's so easy to do when you're behind somebody to lose your rhythm through this section and just hit a wall, mess it all up. So got really close to him through here. I'm going to try and get back on the throttle before the shadow section and just really try to pull on him. And the Alpha is actually, it's not horrible in a straight line. I mean, it's at pretty decent speed. I was expecting to catch him a little more quickly than I did. Didn't want to get too close to him. He just stays over to the left. Some good driving by him, not to really push the issue. Make a clean pass. He tucks back in on my slipstream. I dump it down to third and get a pretty good corner here. And he comes through. I think he gets on the gas on that curb a little bit. You can see in my rearview mirror, gets off the track. Man, not good. It felt kind of bad for him because he's running a really good race. So question is, can Gumbro take advantage of that? And it looked like Gumbro may have made a mistake himself back there somewhere, as I just saw him come around the Murray's Corner in my rearview mirror behind the Alpha. So that's probably a really interesting race going on right there for the last lap. So here we are on the final lap, just passed through Hell's Corner on the mountain straight. And, I've got JC Hayter, who's on a no-stopper behind me by about 3.5 seconds. So I'm not too worried with him catching me. His tires aren't nearly as good. Right here, I'm like, do not do the stupid thing and lose your car like you did on qualifying. And then here I was like, don't you dare cross that white line and screw it up and get a penalty. So I didn't cross the right line on the second side. Then here I was like, don't spit out. So I'm just telling myself not to do things, which is probably any psychologist, sports psychologist would probably say, hey, don't tell yourself negative things. Do it positive. Say, hit the apex on this corner. Get on the throttle at the appropriate time. Brake early. Get on the gas early. And there's no such thing as really. I don't know. I don't think it's really considered braking early. It's braking at the appropriate time so that you slow down to the right speed, so that you're on the gas on the apex. That's really what you want to do. So when people say get on the gas early, that's what they mean. Get on the gas when you're on the apex, which is how you should probably do it. Now, I'm not a professional race car driver by any stretch of the imagination, so defer to any that have more experience than me in such things. But I do a little reading. I do autocross, so I try and understand all this crazy corner shenanigans stuff. And it is oddly more difficult than you would think, being able to drive a car through a corner quickly. But it just is. So running here through the chase, I see a little bit of OR clear space up from him. He's probably doing the same thing with me, just taking it easy through this last lap to hold on to his position. A second place, really good finish for him, I'm sure. I know I was elated with a podium and a third, which if I don't ruin it here in Murray's Corner, I might get. And I crossed the line and nail a third place finish. I was pumped about this race. I was excited with the result. Finishing third, STR Sosa in first, the 1903. I don't know if that's a great time or not overall. Hey, there it is, third place. Central Region SCCA, a little shout out to the autocross. Earned 816 points and again, personal best for the season. I can't complain. great result. Fastest Lexus driver of the day. It didn't say it up there, but I know it was, or at least of the race, of the day. I'm sure someone else was faster. So there we have it. STR Sosa came in first. OR Clear Space came in second. I'm in third. JC Hayter in fourth. It was ended up being Z Yes or No in fifth. Wow, something must have happened with Gumbro back there. I don't know what happened with that. So, see, Gumbro, it was in sixth, so the WRX caught up to him at the end of the race. Maybe he had a penalty or something like that. So, no telling. Demonic Child, Eek, in seventh, and Fuzzy at her bunny in eighth. Wabo in ninth. Louisville Stugger in 10th. XL Alexander XL in 11th. Alex 909 12th. Zombie Speed 13th. GT Honda Proud 14th. Clicker Snapper 15th. And on down the list. Hey, hope everyone had good results, good season. That was my best of the season. I'm elated about that. Looking forward to Easter tomorrow. All going to be good. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the race. If you did, I ask that you hit that like button and